Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us once again for another episode of Adam Interviews. We're very excited to go a little differently in our direction today. We've been talking about back to school. We've been talking about Pokemon Go. Today, we're going to talk about friendship and how it can transcend distances and how you bridge gaps and all that. And this all started because we got an email into our newsroom from Denise Sirkin in Brighton, and she said, I don't know if you're going to be interested in this, but I have a story for you. And I read it and I immediately reached out, and I want to I'm going to bring her up now, Denise, for coming in. Denise, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
You are so welcome. Thank you, too.
All right, before we extend the friendship link to the other guest here, Denise, I want to offer you the floor here to kind of tell the folks what you emailed me, if you don't mind.
Well, we have a very unique story. My Brazilian exchange student, Zelda, she came to live with us for 6 months in 1972. And she had her bedroom upstairs, mine downstairs, as my parents set it up. But after 5 days of that was over, and she moved into my bedroom and the other part of my bedroom with me, and we became fast friends, and the story continues from there. 52 years.
So you were living in Brighton at the time.
Yes.
And was it your parents who set this up, said, hey, we're going to get an exchange student? How did that work out?
I actually came home from school one day, and I had learned about a program called Youth for Understanding. And I knew that I had an opportunity to have an exchange student. So I came home and I told my parents about it, and they were all for it. They said it would be good for you and it would be good for our family, and let's do it. And that's where it all began.
And so this was your idea. There was no convincing on your parents' part or anything like that.
Nope, they were all in.
I love that.
Yeah.
All right. And so with that, I'd like to introduce Zelda. Zelda, thank you so much for joining us, Zelda Fonseca. And you are in from Brazil.
Yes.
So congratulations on making your way here. I'm sure the travel wasn't easy. So are you visiting for Denise? How did this visit come to pass? Oh, and by the way, her daughter's going to help us out for any translation. Hi, how are you?
Hi. So my parents actually came to Canada, where I am currently living, in Toronto. They came to visit me. And every time they're here, we take the opportunity to also see my American family. That's how I call them, my American family.
Okay, so yeah, we're going to have to get into how the extension happened here, because this is a truly tremendous story. But why don't we first start? Zelda, why don't you talk about when you came here initially and you met Denise? What were you thinking back then?
O que você pensou quando você veio para cá?
Como é que tinha student?
Yeah.
I was very excited to live for a while in the United States. And when I got the letter from my family, Denise's family, I was very happy because I was going to live for 6 months in a family. And I think I was one of the exchange students who had more luck, because I'm sure I got the best family in the world.
Oh.
That's why we are here telling our history for 52 years, like friends, like family, whole family. It's not me and Denise. It's my family, my daughters, my husband, her sons, my granddaughter, and her granddaughter. All are a family, a unique family today.
All because of that one exchange program.
Yes.
And Denise, did you know when she first got in that you were going to be fast friends, or did the friendship evolve over the time she was here?
Well, I was hoping, and I was just hoping for the best. That's all I could say. I didn't know what I would be faced with, but we had written letters in advance of her coming, and it was a pretty good indication that we were a good match. And when she got here, it didn't take long at all for us to just connect as quickly as anybody could connect.
Now, here's the thing, is that what year was this again?
1972.
1972. You may not realize this. There was no internet back in 1972. No email or anything like that. So, Denise, how did you maintain communication after she left?
Snail mail. It was the old U.S. Postal Service letter writing. And, you know, it may take a week or two before she got one of my letters, and vice versa.
So, Zelda, did you know English when you got here?
A little bit, just a little bit. I had studied for 6 months in Brazil for getting the United States and talking something to the people. But I learned English in 6 months.
Wow.
Yeah, because I went to a high school and I live like students, American students, and I got a lot of friends, and it was a very, very good experience of my life.
Obviously. And so here's the thing, though. A lot of people do have the experience of having a wonderful exchange student, and then they go and they continue to write letters and emails, but then it sometimes dies off as life takes over. Denise, I'm sure you went off and, you went to live your life, and Zelda, you went to live your life. What inspired you to keep writing?
Well, we went from that U.S. letter writing, and then it turned into instant messaging, I believe, and then it turned into emails, and then it turned into Skype, and then FaceTiming, and it just evolved in that way, and it got easier and easier to stay in touch, and our relationship just kept getting deeper and deeper, and as Zelda said, our families are very intertwined now. My younger son, Sean, had gone to Brazil and with his wife and a friend, and they stayed with Zelda and her family, and I'm understanding there's a surprise in store for me coming up in December that I'm not supposed to know about.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, no.
Can't wait.
Oh, no.
Can't wait. This is my
I don't mean to be any.
This is my wish. I can't believe that is gonna happen. I can't believe.
Yeah, there's a surprise on the way, and we have been waiting for this opportunity for I don't know how long, because I came my first time to the U.S. when I was 7 years old.
Yeah.
We came to Rochester. And I remember my mom telling me about all her experience and telling me, you're going to be an exchange student too when you're older. So since I met my aunt in 1991, first time I came to the U.S., I've been waiting for them to visit us.
And so hold on. That's going to happen for the first time in December. You're going to Brazil? Is that what's happening?
Second time, yes.
Second
Yes.
time.
And what we didn't tell you, Adam, is that Daniela has also been here as an exchange student.
How did that happen?
Because, like I said, when my mom brought me here in 1991, she explained to me how that happened, because I was 7 years old and I had no idea what exchange student means. But she told me, I have a sister, and this is her kids, and this is her husband. 1 year, you're going to have the same experience. When I turned 16, I actually lived in Milford, New York State as well.
Wow.
So I actually came for a whole year. And Nisi, actually, she tried her best to find me a home in Rochester so I could have the same experience.
Yeah.
But it was hard for her to find. She wanted me to have the same experience, so with a whole sister,
right?
Because she couldn't find anyone with like the same structure.
Yeah.
I actually let the same program, Youth for Understanding, that's the same. I came. I let in their hands to find me a home in 50 states across the country.
Yeah.
And they found me a home in Milford. That is 3 hours away from Rochester,
Yeah.
3 hours and a half.
Nothing. So are you
Nothing.
going there after this? When do you go over there?
To Milford?
Yeah.
I've been there twice already.
Oh, okay.
Back. I've been back twice. I still have friends that sometimes we chat, and my sister, she also was an exchange student in Milford. So it didn't stop with my mom.
Yeah.
It actually came to me, to my sister. And if I ever had a kid, of course, I want her to have the same experience.
Of course. And Zelda, what is it about the experience that's so special to be an exchange student?
Was to meet a lot of people from United States and to stay with the best family in the world. And I could say to my my friends in Brazil that to be exchange student, it's a very, very good experience. And other people came before, after I say, go, everybody has to have this experience because it's very good. But what happened? A lot of people don't get good families like mine, and they stay 6 months, sometimes 1 year, but they don't come back. They don't call with their family all the time because me and Denise, we are always talking, always sending pictures, everything you can imagine that a sister can do together.
So, so you use the word sister.
Yes, my sister. She's my American sister. Her mother is my American mother,
Yeah.
and I love her.
You feel the same way, Denise?
100%, yes.
Wow. What a bond.
Yeah,
What a bond. And then to have the families involved too.
yes.
I bet
It's
you
really
didn't.
something so special. Boy, what more can I say about that? It's just unfolded over all these 52 years so beautifully, and I don't know if you can show them, but our husbands are behind us, and
Let's see if they can get into camera 4
they're
here.
pretty good support as well.
Yeah, they're off to the side there.
They have their own fun.
They can come say hi.
The first time they ever got to meet when their family came to the U.S. Abel doesn't speak much English, and David doesn't speak much Portuguese.
Yeah.
And so the two of them sat at the table in the kitchen, and they just each played with my son's G.I. Joes, and that's how they communicated with each other.
Well, that's all
For the
you need
first time.
sometimes,
That's
right?
all you need. Somehow, all these years, they're fast friends as well, and I don't know how they do it because, again, neither of them speak each other's languages, but they get it done.
They get it done.
They know exactly what the other one is saying.
What was it like for you? Walk me through your first experience when you went to Brazil.
Wow. Well, I felt famous. I got off the plane, and there was the news crew.
Are you
And,
serious?
I am serious.
Wow.
We have some pictures we can show you later. And everybody was incredibly welcoming. I mean, I truly felt like a celebrity. Everybody seemed to want to meet me and have a connection and get together, and so inviting. They invited me to everything. And of course, I was there during Carnival, which was crazy Brazilian fun. A lot of great memories, a lot of great costumes that were custom made for us, Zelda, myself, and Zelda's sister and sister-in-law. And she wasn't sister-in-law at the time, but yeah, we have some pictures that are a lot of fun for us to pour over when we get together.
I can imagine. And Zelda, it's interesting when you're this close to someone, not only do you share the good times, but I'm sure the bad times as well. To have someone that you can reach out to must have been nice over the years.
Ele está dizendo que
O melhor.
que você também teve alguém para compartilhar não só as coisas boas, mas as coisas ruins também, que vocês compartilham tudo, a morte dos seus pais, né? Então, você diz assim, sim, é muito bom ter alguém que eu possa compartilhar.
Yes, it's very good to have someone who I can share good moments and bad moments too, because everybody has bad moments too. But Denise is very close to me, so we can talk to each other about our family, our daughters or sons, and it's a thing that makes me very tranquil, calm, because I have one person that I can talk and can hear some conselhos,
Like opinions and
new opinions, and that's it. That's it.
Zelda, before we go back to Denise, why don't you tell me about where you live in Brazil?
Onde é que
Where?
você mora?
I live in Recife. It's a big city in the northeast of the country. It's a very beautiful city and it has a lot of kilometers of beaches.
Oh, nice.
Beautiful beach, beautiful beach. You have to go there. And
Well, I'm going to keep talking. I'm going to book my flight now.
and I have the best carnival of the world.
Really?
In Brazil. Yeah. They called it the
Galo da madrugada.
Galo da Madrugada. It's one moment that the millions of people, they get together and they
Celebrate life.
they play music and they dance, and it's very, very, very emotional.
Wow.
Emotional.
Do you accept 44-year-old exchange students?
Yes.
So,
And-
yeah, that is incredible.
And I started in Recife when I was younger, and I am engineer, and I started to be an electronic engineer. And after finish the course, I went to Rio de Janeiro. Have you heard about Rio de Janeiro? It's a very, very, very beautiful city too. And I studied for mestrado.
Both of my parents, they met in college.
Yeah.
And
They are both engineers, and after that they went to Rio to do their masters. So
Yeah.
they're both masters in engineering.
Oh my goodness. Did they both work? Did you work in engineering?
Yes, I work in Embratel. It's Brazilian telecommunication company.
Wow.
Yeah,
30 years. She worked there
for
for
30 years.
Wow.
I worked there. Now I'm retired, but I worked there for 30 years.
I mean, going back to the 70s to get a woman into engineering was hard. You didn't see many of them. Was that the same case in Brazil too? Was it rare to have a woman in engineering?
Yes, not like men, but I had.
Quer saber se era raro.
Yeah. It was, but now there are a lot of girls that goes in engineering, electronic engineering. But in my time, I had about 5 or 6 girls that started with me.
Wow. What inspired you to do that? Why did you get into that field?
Okay.
Por que você resolveu ser uma engenheira?
I don't know, because all my family, my brothers, they were in university to be engineer. And I was the first girl in my family, and I just did the same of my brothers. But I like it, so I went to the university, engineering university, and I liked it because I love it math, and that was not difficult for me.
That's great. And by the way, I realize now every time I've been going to a 3-shot, it says remembering Ozzy Osbourne. So I'm going to go ahead and change that. But before I do, why don't I head over to Denise? What do you think of watching your friend kind of rise, get her master's in something that a lot of women were not encouraged to do, and to be successful at it for 30 some odd years?
Yeah. Oh, she's just so impressive in so many different ways, really. She's very bright. She's very well traveled. You haven't talked about that yet. But,
Ooh, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. So I'm just impressed with her intelligence and her easygoing nature. She's a great mom, a great aunt to my boys, and sister-in-law to my husband. You had asked me before, and grandmother now, right?
Wow.
You had asked me before about my experience when I went to Brazil. I hope it's okay to sort of rewind to go back to that.
Please do. Yeah, the floor is yours. And by the way, real quick while you do, bam, a journey through friendship.
Oh, there you
All right,
go.
there we go.
Sorry, Ozzy.
Oh my goodness. All right. So please.
So when I arrived to my house, Zelda's parents greeted me as though I was, their daughter equally as my parents did for Zelda. And in our backyard, we had chickens, and we had turkeys, and we had an avocado tree and a mango tree. It was really different from home. And we traveled to Rio at one point and met some of Zelda's extended family there. And so I got the Rio experience. And so I just wanted to mention that.
And were you ever tempted to move to Brazil?
I don't think I ever really seriously considered it. I didn't want to leave when it was time for me to leave. But my world was here, my
Right.
family was here, and I was in college and working toward my studies and my future. And but Brazil's my second home, basically. It's just a wonderful place to be.
Oh, it sounds like it. And on that note, as far as traveling and leaving, Denise mentioned at Celda. Where have you traveled?
In United States?
No.
Just all over.
All over? Oh, I traveled a lot.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Entice me. I'll live vicariously through you.
So we have always been traveled as a family. She always took us. It's like
That's my life.
it took her a long time until she did a trip with my dad and her only. But you can tell about the countries we visit. Fala dos países.
I visit United States many times after being exchange student, and we went to Argentina, Chile, Europe, almost all the countries, Portugal, France, and Spain, Greece, Italy,
Germany,
London.
Switzerland, Austria.
I love
Holland.
to travel.
No
I love
kidding.
to travel.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you went to Dubai?
And they get Dubai, yes. And Scotland.
That's
I love
incredible.
to travel. And anytime I can, I come to United States to see my family. My American family, to see Denise and their family.
And her daughter in Canada too.
Yeah, and my daughter.
Oh, okay. So how did your daughter, your biological daughter, ended up in Canada? Is that what we're saying here? How did that happen?
Como é que eu fui parar no Canadá?
Like me, she wants to be an international experience.
Yeah.
And she said, Mom, I want to travel in one country outside of Brazil. And we started looking for a country. And I said, Dani, in United States, we have a family. It's better for me, like a mother, if you go to United States, because we have Denise. It's going to be close. And Canada, I went to Canada some years ago, and I love it, Canada. And I said, Dani, you can try Canada because it's closer to United States. And if you go to Toronto, it's very closer to Denise, who lives in Rochester, so I can feel better. So she went to Canada. She didn't know anything about Canada. She didn't know anybody. She didn't know the place. Nothing.
Wow.
She just came and stayed 6 years.
9 years.
9 years. Yes, 9 years already.
See, now, all right, so now you're touching on something which I want my son to have wonderful experiences like this. At the same time, this is what I was kind of getting at, Denise, is, you could fall in love with a person, a place, and suddenly they're there. And so, I know that's a risk that, you just kind of have to take, I suppose, just letting them go. What do you think?
If Daniela were to marry a Canadian man and want to settle in Canada for the rest of their lives, that's something parents have to face.
Yeah.
I don't know what else I can
I
say
don't
about
think
that.
my parents, of course, I think my dad, because he probably didn't have the international experience like we had.
Yeah.
He probably, it's tough on him. But my mom always had that mindset that we are here to explore the world. Like, there's so much we can see, like living in a bubble and for the rest of your life in one place. It doesn't give you all the experience you can have. So they knew it was going to be important for me. And I've been always very, like, I'm not impulsive. I don't make decisions and I follow them. I think about it. I share with them. They're part of my life. So
Yeah.
I feel like even though I'm away, but they're present because we talk every single day.
Right.
So technology makes the distance shorter. And I'm always in Brazil. We always seeing each other either in Canada or in the US. And last year for my 40-year celebration, we did a trip as a family to Greece. where I want to spend my birthday. So we went to Santorini.
Oh.
So
My goodness. We have a Greece, New York here, by the way, should you want to revisit.
definitely.
No, that is just wonderful. And that's so true. You just want to be able to see the world that you live in. And has Denise and her family taken you into the Finger Lakes area by chance? Have you seen the lakes and whatnot? Or do you stick around Brighton when you come and visit?
It's going to be this afternoon.
What? Really? Where are you going to go?
Around. We'll do the Finger Lakes thing.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I hope I didn't ruin another surprise here. So, Denise, what recommendation? I mean, maintaining a friendship, take away the distance. What's the secret to being friends with someone for 52 years?
I think humor has a big part of it, a big thing to do with it. Zelda and I are the same age. We're feeling the aches and pains around the same time now. Our experiences have paralleled, and I don't know if that is a reason, because not every friendship has parallel experiences in their own lives. But we have just been through so many things at the same time, from, you mentioned before, our schooling, and then our marriages, and then our first child, second child, and now our granddaughters at the same time, pretty much. And we got to introduce them last year. That was a ball of fun. So that has a lot to do with our friendship. And other than that, the humor and the patience with each other and the respect for each other's knowledge. I mean, she is a wonderful teacher of Portuguese for me, and she tells me, that I help her with English, and, just sharing life's experiences in general in such a sweet way. She's just a doll.
Yeah. You guys couldn't stop hugging even when you came in here. So how about, Zelda, your thoughts on friendship over the years? How do you keep a friend for 50 plus years?
Como é que você mantém uma amizade? Como é que você mantém uma amizade tão grande?
I don't know. I think it's
Estando presente, né?
I think it's because we are always thinking about the other one, and we call. And I never forget the birthday of anyone, and we are talking anytime we can talk, and we can make a Facebook.
FaceTime.
FaceTime. I mean, and that's it, because Denise, it's easygoing, and I love him.
Yeah.
Love you too, Zelda.
Oh my goodness. I love this. This is great. Well, thank you both so much for joining. Is there anything else you'd like to add, Denise, that I missed here?
I don't. The last thing, actually, I just wanted to mention is my mom's 97, and she also was. I had to mention her. And my dad started it all, and she is also very excited about us being here today and doing this story. Yeah. And there's a little video. I don't know if we have time to show that when this is.
We can put it on the website.
Yeah, but I just wanted to give kudos to her and my dad for bringing Zelda into our lives and everything that goes with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
well, thank you and the whole family for coming in. We really appreciate the visit, and hopefully people will be inspired to maybe call up that person they haven't talked to in a while and reconnect. So
thanks so much.
Thank you. Enjoy your trip to the Finger Lakes, and enjoy your surprise later this year.
Thank you.
It was. All right. Thank you. Thank you to my guests. Thank you for watching. Once again, I'm going to take a break for the weekend, but we're going to restart right when Monday starts. So I hope you can rejoin us, and tell your friends about the Rochester First app so they can download it, put it right to their smart TV for free, so they can get fun stuff like this and everything that our whole crew puts on. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And again, if you feel inspired, reconnect with that old friend, however far away they live. Take care.
Get the Rochester First streaming app today for everything you love from News 8 On Demand, plus exclusive shows you won't see anywhere else. Search ROC and download for free on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV.